Whether your business is an owner-operator running under another carrier's authority, or your business obtained its own motor carrier authority, a best practice is to always stay up to date on the Department of Transportation and Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration regulations in order to stay compliant and safe while out on the road. In this video, we'll take you through a trucking company compliance checklist to help outline some of the things to consider to keep your business operating safely. This is not an exhaustive list of all the items or regulations that you need to understand, but it will certainly give your business some items to think about. DOT requirements for owner-operators include participation in a DOT drug and alcohol testing program, according to the regulations established by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Owner-operators running under their own authority must register with the consortium, where they will be entered into a random testing pool. You can find a DOT consortium by doing the following. If you lease on with a carrier like Schneider, you should be automatically enrolled into the carrier's consortium. Every owner-operator, regardless of whether they lease on with a carrier or operate under their own authority, needs to register as a driver with the FMCSA Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse. Owner-operators running under their own US DOT number need to register both as a driver and under the employer roles within the clearinghouse. FMCSA regulations require trucking companies to maintain a driver qualification file for every driver. Owner-operators running under their own authority should have this information on themselves plus any drivers they employ. According to the FMCSA, some of the information the file should include is as follows. For more details on the full requirements for the driver qualification file, make sure to read the FMCSA regulations. You can keep the file wherever you store important documents, but know you should have quick access to the records and be able to submit them within 48 hours. If you lease on with a carrier, the carrier will maintain this information for you. Most motor carriers and drivers who are required to keep a record of duty status need to have an electronic logging device according to the FMCSA. Owner-operators running under their own authority need to check if the ELD rule applies to them. Here are some exemptions that are included. If you don't fall under these exemptions and you're running under your own authority, you'll likely need to get an ELD from a provider that is certified and registered with the FMCSA. If you lease on with a carrier, ask if they will give you an ELD or if you'll need to get your own. At Schneider, for example, we install ELDs. The owner-operator is responsible for daily accuracy and review of the ELD records. All owner-operators need to conduct post-trip and pre-trip inspections on their truck to keep up with the FMCSA requirements. If you're stopped for a roadside inspection, having done your inspections will help ensure your business stays compliant. According to FMCSA regulations, at the end of each workday, owner-operators need to inspect their trucks to ensure everything is in proper operating condition. Owner-operators should inspect and evaluate at least the following parts and accessories you see here. If there's a defect, owner-operators need to document it and submit a written report. The issue must be repaired before the truck is dispatched again, if the issue is likely to affect the safe operation of the vehicle. Before getting on the road, owner-operators must make sure their truck is safe to operate. Recheck the same parts and accessories from your post-trip inspection. In addition, ensure the freight you are going to move is secured. If the last vehicle inspection report notes any deficiencies, the owner-operator needs to review and sign the report to certify that the proper repairs were made. Otherwise, there's no required paperwork for a pre-trip inspection. A new trucking company that operates under its own authority must undergo a new entrant safety assurance audit during its first 18 months of business. The information in your driver qualification files will help prepare for a DOT audit. In addition to that information, you will also need, at a minimum, a list of your trucks and trailers, proof of active insurance, a statement of your on-duty hours, and maintenance records for your tractors and trailers. The FMCSA may request that you provide additional information as well. So, the best practice is to stay up to speed on the requirements of the FMCSA regulations and keep your information organized and accessible. For owner-operators who lease on with a carrier, like Schneider, the carrier is audited for the new entrant safety audit. We hope this video has given you an idea of how to keep your trucking company compliant with the federal regulations. For more details on full requirements, be sure to read all the FMCSA regulations. For more owner-operator tips and to learn more about how to lease on with Schneider, head over to schneiderowneroperators.com.